These scrolls speak of a beast that guards the threshold between mortal lands and the abyss. Few have seen it and lived to tell the tale. They say it is an ancient soul, a sentinel born from the world's first tides, its duty eternal. Legends name it Kun, the leviathan fish whose shadow can swallow the sun, or the great turtle that carries mountains upon its shell. Whatever its form, its purpose is one: to test those who dare to cross into the forgotten realms. For centuries, warriors and kings have sought this passage, hoping to claim the secrets of the abyss for themselves. They arrived with fleets and armies, with spells and steel, believing their might could conquer the sea itself. But the sea cannot be conquered. The scrolls warn that the Guardian does not answer to power, but to something far deeper, something lost to most of the mortal world. The whispers of the waves carry its name, a name spoken only by the dying wind and the crumbling cliffs. A name that means both ending and beginning. Something stirs beneath the waves. A great shadow, vast and immeasurable, begins to rise from the depths. It is a presence that chills the air and stills the water, a shape of impossible scale. The sea itself seems to hold its breath as the form coalesces. Is it the smooth, dark hide of the colossal Kun, or the craggy, mountain-like shell of the turtle before its true shape can be discerned? A deep, resonant roar echoes from the abyss below. The sound isn't just heard, it's felt. A seismic rumble that vibrates through the whole of our vessel, through the very bones of those aboard. The water around us churns violently, not from the storm, but from the raw power emanating from the creature. The waves, once chaotic, now move with a terrifying purpose, orchestrated by the Guardian's will. We cannot pass. It bars the way. It is a living wall, a gatekeeper of the world's edge. To challenge it with force would be to challenge the ocean itself, a fool's errand. There is no path forward, no route around. It simply waits, a silent, immovable judgment. Then we must learn why it waits. We must show it we are not conquerors. We must prove our intent. Reaching into a weathered satchel, I draw forth the relics we gathered, pieces of a forgotten age. Here is the jade tablet, carved with the patterns of the tides, cool and smooth to the touch. And here, the tattered fragments of the ancient scrolls, their ink faded but their words still humming with latent power. These are not weapons, but offerings. Symbols of respect for the world that was before mortals sought to master it. Holding them aloft against the wind and spray, I begin the old chant, the words taught to me in whispers by the last sea. Ascribe. By the words of the ancients, we honor the sea. By the memory of the first waters, we ask for passage. The Guardian reacts. The waves, which had momentarily calmed, surged with renewed fury. The massive swell rises up, not to capsize us, but to strike with deliberate force. It crashes over the bow, and the jade tablet, ripped from my grasp, shatters against the deck. The scroll fragments dissolve into pulp, their ancient words washed away. It rejects us. It rejects our tribute. The Guardian tests not strength of arms, but strength of spirit. Those who falter are swallowed by the tide. In that moment, visions flash through my mind, echoes from the past. I see carvings etched into sunken ruins, a proud king raising a golden spear, only to be dragged under by a spectral tentacle. A wise mage weaving a powerful ward, his magic unraveling as the sea itself swallows his light. All of them failed. They offered power, pride, and knowledge, but they did not offer the one thing the Guardian sought. Storm intensifies, the winds howling like vengeful spirits. The sea before us stops churning and begins to rise. Higher and higher it climbs, defying all laws of nature, until it forms a colossal, liquid wall that blots out the sky. It is a sheer cliff of dark water, held in place by the Guardian's immense will, poised to crash down and obliterate us, roar of the waves is deafening, the pressure in the air immense. This is the final test. The ultimate display of the ocean's power. Any thought of fighting, of resistance, is absurd. There is no weapon that can harm a living ocean. There is no shield that can withstand its weight. In this moment of truth, the path becomes clear. It was never about winning. It was never about proving our strength. I will not fight you. I will endure you. I drop my hands, letting go of any pretense of control. Planting my feet firmly on the deck, I brace myself not to strike back, but to simply stand. To accept the fury of the sea, to weather its judgment without defiance. The great wave hesitates. The guardian, hidden within the torrent, pauses. 2 points of light, deep and ancient, glow from within the wall of water its eyes. And in them, for the first time, there is not anger, but a flicker of recognition. Respect, not defiance, unlocks the path. The abyss yields only to those who bow to its truth. It sees not a challenger, but a supplicant. One who understands that true strength lies not in domination, but in humility before a power far greater than oneself. The impossible wall of water holds for another moment. Then slowly, gracefully, it recedes. The towering wave does not crash down, but dissolves back into the ocean, as if it had never been. The storm clouds part, the howling wind soften to a gentle breeze, and a profound silence descends upon the sea. Where the wall of water stood, a new path appears. It is a shimmering bridge of light, stretching across the now placid waves, leading into the misty horizon. The guardian's voice comes then, not as a roar, but as a low, resonant tone that seems to rise from the depths of the world itself. Pass, mortal. Carry the sea's truth with you. The words are a benediction, a charge. The passage is granted not as a prize won, but as a responsibility given. We cross, not by conquest, but by reverence. The journey was not about reaching the other side, but about learning how to cross. Thus, the guardian relents, and the abyss reveals its hidden way. The trial is over. But its lesson will remain, a constant reminder of the balance between mortals and the ancient world. The journey inland begins, but the sea's lesson will echo forever. Stepping onto the glowing path, soaked but resolute, we move forward, fading into the mists that mark the beginning of our next trial. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey, be sure to follow for the next chapter.